Good morning, everyone. It's Ann Varillo here with stampwithann.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Auburn, New York. Happy Friday. Happy October 10th. I hope you guys had a great week and you're going to have a great weekend. I'll give it a couple seconds or a minute or two for people to join. We are going on a fall foliage train ride tomorrow with my kids. So my son and his wife and my husband. So we're looking forward to that. The trees are changing up here. The leaves are. So it's such a beautiful time. I love autumn. It's one of my favorite seasons. I could skip winter, but since I really don't have to drive anywhere anymore, it's okay. When it snows, I just stay inside. But anywho, I hope you guys are going to have some fun activities over the weekend. There's lots of apple picking going on, pumpkins, and just a fun time with your family and friends. So before I get started, if you're watching me on my YouTube channel and you have not yet subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell icon after you subscribe so that you can get notifications of when I go live and when I post new videos. So make sure you do that. Good morning, Tanya from Kentucky. And then same goes for my Facebook page. If you are watching me on my Facebook page and aren't yet following me, make sure you follow me. And as always, leave a comment. If you're watching the replays, please leave a comment. I love to go back and read all the comments and let me know where you're watching from. And as always, a thumbs up and a like if you are enjoying my videos. All right, so I'm finishing off this week with the Branching Out bundle. So I'm using that for my card class kit to go. And you can get the card class kit to go for free with a $45 purchase, excluding tax, shipping, and any rewards redemptions on my online store. And I'll send you out a kit that makes 6 cards, so that's 2 of each design. And I die cut everything if it's not in the bundle. I'll include the die cuts. I score and cut all the paper, designer series paper, and I include it in the envelopes for you as well. So anyways, yeah, if we could just skip fall to spring, that would be amazing. I like the fall and I love spring. I don't like winter. Ugh. It gets very cold here. Today it is 47 out. So we've really hit that fall weather. But anyways, hi Joan from Washington State. My favorite seasons are spring, summer, and fall. And that's it. But anyways, all right. I digress. So let me pop on down to my craft table and we'll get started. We're going to make the last card for this week's card class kit to go. All right, just 2 public service announcements real quick. If you guys aren't familiar, I do have a craft and create club. Hi, Claudia. She says hi, Ann and everyone. So say hi to Claudia from Germany. Anyways, if you're not familiar, I do have a Craft and Create Club. It's a subscription-based club, and it runs every month. I do 4 projects, and you get enough supplies to make 8. So that's 2 of each design. For the month of October, I'm featuring the Gathering Moments bundle, and you have until October 19th to register. So I'd love to have you come join our Craft and Create Club. It's $45 a month, and you do get a goodie bag anywhere from $20 to $25 worth of product to make the cards as well. 52 and rainy. Well, finally it's rainy, cloudy there, Joan. Okay, one last PSA. This is our best starter kit ever. So you can get a starter kit, $189 worth of product for $99, or you can get $125 worth of product for $35. And I would love to have you guys join my team. We have so much fun. It's the Craft and Create crew. And I just really love being a part of Stampin' Up. I originally joined just to get the discount because I was just going to plan on, retiring and crafting in my craft room. But then I thought, oh, I'm going to make a go of it. And well, actually, I like doing my lives and I like doing my blogging, and I especially like being part of a bigger group. So it's just a whole lot of fun. Anyways, check it out. There's information down below. You can click on the link. And now let's get started. So here is the bundle branching out. At first I was on the fence about this bundle, but I wanted these dies. So that's why I got it. And then I just love the simplicity of this, and the sentiments are pretty versatile. You can use it for birthdays, thank yous, thinking of you, etc. So it's a good set to have, and it's really easy to stamp with. So I'm going to put that aside. Grab a quick, got like a little froggy throat this morning. I'm going to have some Coke Zero. Okay, that's better. All right, so just as a reminder, these are the cards we did earlier this week. This is the one we did on Monday. I cased this from Mary Dethridge from Stamps and Lingerers. So I love the design. See, super easy. I love these dies. And this was the traditional Christmas designer series paper. So that's one we did on Monday. This one we did Wednesday, and I loved the two-tone cardstock and the sanding technique that I showed you guys. That was fun. And I also did the press and seal. I showed you that little tip on putting these together. So that was the one we did Wednesday. And this one we're doing today. This is a thank you card from our family to yours with love and thanks. So, and I did, I like casing. I cased this from Stesha Bloodheart from Stampin' Hoot. So sometimes I run out of ideas, but especially I actually loved the design of this card, and I used the Timeless Plaid designer series paper. It's just gorgeous. And I also used the Gathering Leaves embossing folder for this. Yes, Tanya, I love my second card, this one. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. So anyways, we'll get started. So in your kit, you're going to get everything you need to make this, except for the die cutting. I don't do the die cutting because it is featured in the bundle. I got a little piece here. I got to get that out. But for example, the card I did Wednesday, I would do the embossing for you, but you can go ahead and do the sanding technique. Okay, so super easy card today. I've already embossed and cut out all these pieces. This is why I love these dies. I think I'm going to use these a lot. You can also put dies like, do it this way. I didn't realize that. All three cards I did upright like this, but you can do, you can put them on your card like this. So we've got that. I've already pre-die cut these because I didn't think you guys wanted to watch me do all this die cutting. And look I die cut the leaves out of the designer series paper. And I used early espresso, basic beige. So let's get started. What did I do here? I got something on my paper. It's okay. So let's go ahead and burnish this score line. And then I'm just going to adhere this designer series paper right to the front here with a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue. I do love the Timeless Plaid. Is it Timeless Plaid? Yeah, Timeless Plaid designer series paper. Okay, put these up here a little bit. Make sure I get that on straight. This is why I use the glue. I should probably pop my glasses on again, just so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and adhere this. I embossed it after I die cut it. put that right there. And while we've got the glue out, let's go ahead and glue this down. I did a strip of the designer series paper on the inside. I usually try to do that pretty regularly, incorporate that cardstock or designer series paper on the inside just to bring it together. I mean, if you have the paper, why not, right? Okay. And this is very fallish. Okay, so now let's do our stamping. I'll put that aside. Let's see, we've got from our family to yours. And I kept it pretty simple again. I just use early espresso in this one. So not a lot of different ink colors that you have to worry about. So I'm gonna stamp this towards the top because I've got a lot of this going down below. So I want to make sure you can see the sentiment. And I'm going to go right for the top of this. Okay, and let me clean that off real quick. I'll put that aside. And let's go ahead and we're going to stamp the inside. By the way, for the inside, you'll see this, with love and thanks, I used the Thankful Garden stamp set. So this stamp and then this little tiny one here. You could leave it blank if you want, or you can use a different sentiment on the inside. You could also change this sentiment to be the happy birthday if you wanted to. But I just wanted to show the different stamp sets that were in the bundle. So I'm going to do this with love right up here at the top. And then let me clean that off. So yes, I'm excited. We're going to have a really nice weekend. It's going to be sunny but chilly. I'm going to go on our train ride to see the leaves. Oh, and the other thing is, I'm not going to be live next week. We're going away for our anniversary, 30 years, my husband and I. So we're going to Kingston, New York, which is out near Woodstock. And there's a little town, just a historical little town, and we're going to spend a couple days up there. Again, because I like to go see the leaves change. So I'm just going to take this with love and thanks right there. Okay, so we've done our stamping. Put that aside. And we'll go ahead and put this on the inside now. You know, for some reason, I don't know what that is. Let me see if I can get it off. There's a little piece of red here. Oh, yeah, this is working. Must have been something, I don't know. But that worked. Okay, we're going to pop this on the inside. I'm going to freak you guys out. I'm going to use my Stampin' Steel Plus, not my glue. Oops. If I can use it right. Okay. I don't usually use Stampin' Seal, but we'll use it now. There we go. All straight. Okay, now let's put this together. So I've got all of our little die cut pieces here. And I'm just going to glue these down. First, I always like to kind of position my stuff to see how I'm going to lay it out. These, I'm going to do a little tricky trick here. I'm just gonna kind of glue this on top like that. So I'm gonna glue right here. You could use a glue dot to do this too because it's gonna be covered with the bow. Just gonna use a small glue dot or small piece of, or small dot of glue. And I just want that to be glued right there. And that works. And I'm gonna bring this down. Did I cut those off? I don't know, I might have. I think I did. So these are gonna go up higher. Yeah, all right, and I am gonna snip this off a little bit. Let me get my other scissors here. Just a little bit. There. Yeah, because I wanted it down more. Okay, so now I know where I want those. I'm gonna go ahead and glue those down. You just need like 2 little dots. Or even 1 little dot of glue. You don't need a lot. Nope, I want that down more. Just like that. So we'll go ahead and glue this down. Again, I'm just putting a couple little dots here. I don't glue the leaves down, these little branches, twig branches, because you want some of that definition. Covers the sentiment just a little bit, but that's okay. And then we'll go ahead and do the these little pieces. Come on, glue. You could use the technique I taught you on Wednesday with the press and seal if you prefer. I'm going to stick that right there. There we go. And it covers it up just a little bit. Oops. Make sure that's glued down good. Okay. There's that. Now we're going to use the linen thread in Early Espresso. I'm glad they came out with some more linen thread, different color, because I do like my linen thread. But I need my paper snips to cut this. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? Yeah, I tied a double bow. So I'm just going to see how much I need. Cut it here. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And then we'll just tie a little double bow. And then I just kind of pull these little tails till I get the size bow I want. Sometimes I like to make one side of them a little bit bigger. So I'll just pull that back through. And these still need to be a little bit smaller. Just a little bit. There we go. And then I'll snip some of this off. See what we got here. Snip a little bit more of this off. And then I'll use a glue dot to put that on right there. Very fallish. Oops. I've had a lot of customers order this week, so today I am going to be busy because I want to send these kits out before I leave for our little trip. So I'm going to get all that done. Now this, I'm just going to glue it to the front here because I'm going to pop this whole panel up with Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm just going to pop this right up here, glue it down. There we go. And then we'll get out some dimensionals and we're just going to pop it right here on the front. Bring my trash can over. So again, it's an easy card. I mean, you do a little bit of die cutting, but that's pretty easy because you can die cut a lot of this at, the same time. So now I'm just going to pop this right here in the center of the card base. There's that. And then we're going to use some neutral matte dots to put on the card. And I think I'm just going to use a couple tiny ones. Ooh, where did that go? There's that one. Maybe over here. And then I'll put one down here. There we go. So that is our last card in this week's card class kit to go. So let me bring them all back in. Here's all three of them. Ooh, you're right, Tanya. That's my favorite. I love that one. So anywho, thanks you guys for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and that you have something good planned with family or friends, and just enjoy yourselves and maybe get a little bit of time in there for some crafting, okay? Bye for now. I won't see you next week, but I'll be live the following week. So have a good one, everybody. See you later.